I'll try.
That whole run is all cheese.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Might want to do that. Alright, everybody. Frackville. May. A Saturday race. Tension building. There goes that green flag. I'm gonna jump out here and I'm gonna call it third or fourth spot, but Craig shuts the freaking door on me and I don't get the clutch pulled in fast enough and then everybody goes by. Oh, that is such a disappointment. There's Kevin Marshall. That's not the last you're gonna see of him. Been trying to race hard with him all year. Great competitor. We're gonna pick back up here a little bit into the first lap. Heading down into this first little wooded section after the start. Who do we see? Oh yeah, that's the guy behind the bullhorn. That's Jamie Wright. He has got form. He is fit. He's riding that 200R like nobody's freaking business. And that 200 freaking Honda is gonna be something that I'm not gonna really like a whole lot, and you'll see why. I'll point it out to you here in a little bit. Got a little bottleneck right there. Jamie's gonna jump up here, get into his trials mode. Oh, tap that foot, that'll be a point off, that's all I gotta say. Still cruising out through the high grass. Throwing lap times down that are amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. He's snaking down through here. He don't feel any pressure whatsoever. Riding his own race. Appreciate that, Jamie. Not necessary, but I appreciate it. I started out dead last. You saw everybody go by. So I'm slowly starting to try to pick these guys off. I ended up finishing 4th place, but there's a tale to be told. Here's old 39. That's Lamar Zell in my class. He's gonna end up finishing 7th in his in our group. And the guy right in front of me, well, that's John Gardner, 9J. Never met the guy yet. And right in front of him is 46 Garrett Zarance. He's running the 200 intermediate class. He's not in our class. But I'm going to tell you right now, this John Gardner and I, we got after it for about 3 solid laps. And he kept the lead. He was out in front. Cat and mouse. He would pull 100 yards ahead of me sometimes, and then I'd get a burst of speed, or he'd get tired, and I'd catch right up to his back tire again, and it was fun. Oh, it was a stinking blast. And we're winding ourselves back down to the creek here, and you'll see. I just wanted to include the highlights of this race. I got to try to keep them around 10-15 minutes if possible. And we've caught Brian Ashcraft. He's in that Honda. I think that's the only thing in their stables. And we're all trying to get around. Racing in the same class here. Brian holds his line and we're able to all get around. We're snaking up over this hill, and I mean it's hot and heavy. Old Garrick up there, he thinks that we're all in his class. Good racing going on, that's all I gotta say. A little bit of misfortune right here. He swings it a little bit wide, ends up stalling the bike out, I think. Both able to get by. Me and John are still hot and heavy. I mean, 3rd, 4th, 5th gear, just cranking up over through here. Okay, we're gonna slow the action down. We're coming down this slow section here, taking you down toward an aluminum bridge. kind of slow down, slide across this thing, and then you're going to get into I think it was a fairly technical section, kind of rooty, a couple big slimy roots right there. I slow down just a little too fast, and Glenn Hershey gets by me and another guy on an IT, and it's on again. It seemed like, I bet you I had 4 or 5 stalls. I could really use like a nice counterweight or something in the motor. Something to help me out, because the fire goes out really quick on this Cowie. We're going to catch back up with John Gardner up here. And I'm going to come across the line. This is going to be, I don't remember. I think it was about the maybe 3rd lap. We made 4 laps. And I'm not sure why, because he did not hold me up at all, couldn't get around him the whole race, and he just left me by. I had to include that in there, that it was just a gimme. That's all I had. Now I'm cruising down. This is right after we go past the campers. We're going to go down, go across this creek. I got Glenn Hershey up in front of me there. I tried just to include all the highlights of this race. Looks like he's on an old Honda. I could be wrong. I didn't get to see any logos, just going by the color. He is the winner of the 60 plus intermediate, which I got another 5 years before I jump into that class. This section here, my bike setup was not, it was, my suspension was giving way on me from all the rocks and everything. It felt like I had a good inside line, and he kind of braked a little bit too early there, and I was able to slide by on the inside. I got some guys up in front of me here now. Oh yeah, I think the fire went out in Craig Lowry's giant 500 Husky there. Got Charlie Walker right behind him. We're able to sneak by. Craig is going to end up in 3rd place in this race. He was kind of all over the map. He started out with a 19-minute lap on the first lap. I know he crashed out in that one. Jumped down into the low 17s, back up in the mid 18s, back down into the low 17s to finish up to grab a 3rd place. Now watch this. I'm starting to catch old Charlie up there. Okay, I go right. Who goes left? That wasn't even a trail that no one was using. That's right, it's a freaking Punisher. He's back. That guy. Oh, Kevin Marshall. He starts out mid-18-minute first lap. After that, it was like low 17s. And he left no mercy on the table. He was just getting after it. One guy after another, just picking them off left and right. And you want to talk about... My blood pressure was like through the freaking roof right now. I'm like, gotta get him. Can't let him, like, I thought I had him in the bag. I thought I had him and Craig both in the bag. This is the last stinking lap. I came across the line there. I was in 2nd place starting the last lap. And just like that, I'm in 4th spot because Kevin went by me there. Nice sneak attack. Never saw him coming. And I didn't get it on film. My camera went dead, but Craig goes by me a little while later, and I ended up in 4th spot, off the podium. Have yet to finish on the podium this year. We'll leave you as the sun sets out there. Old Jim Laird ran low 17s all 4 laps. Then there was Kevin, Craig, myself, John Gardner got 5th, Jamie Wrights got 6th, Lamar Zell got 7th, and Ed Weger got 8th place. We have got one heck of a competitive 50-plus intermediate group. There's another race coming up here on very soon. It's Sunday's race. This was a doubleheader weekend. So look for the next video coming up here pretty soon. Talk to y'all a little later.